Welcome back to the Mental Health Minute. I'm Dr. Emily Mayfield, a licensed psychologist. I want to thank you for watching this video and being a part of the Mindset Therapy family. Please consider subscribing to my channel as a way to grow the reach so that more people can be provided valuable information on their mental health. You can also turn on the notification bell to be notified of the next video when it's uploaded. I'll post a video every Tuesday and Friday, so check back soon. So for today's video, I'm going to go over why you might feel anxious when you wear a face mask. I'm going to provide 5 tips to help you feel more comfortable when you wear your face mask. If you aren't quite ready to put a mask on and get outside, check out the next video where I provide 4 steps you can take to be able to wear a mask as you do activities outside of the house. Also, stick around to the end to hear the tip of the day. These are quick tips on ways that you can start to improve your overall mental and emotional functioning. So many states around the United States have enacted mandatory mask guidance when in public. When you are out in public, you must wear a mask when in buildings or outside when physical distancing cannot be maintained. For someone with anxiety, this requirement might feel overwhelming and limiting. Having something over your face that could limit breathing, or if you feel like you have no control over wearing, can lead to an increase in your anxiety. In this video, I'm going to discuss why you might feel anxious when you wear a mask and what you can do about it. So let's start with why you might feel anxious wearing a mask. This anxiety you feel is coming from a true physiological response and isn't all in your head. You may have heard of the fight, flight, or freeze system. This system is activated when we are in a potentially dangerous situation. Our body turns on the fight, flight, freeze system to prepare us for the danger. When this system is activated, our heart rate increases, our breathing gets faster and shallower, adrenaline's released, muscles get tense, and other actions happen so we can be successful in fighting the danger. However, there's times when this system is activated in the absence of a true danger situation, and this can lead to anxiety. Our body is being told that there's a danger out there and starts to look for the dangerous situation. When there isn't a true danger happening, our mind invents what the situation can be and attaches to the most logical possibility. When it comes to wearing a mask, your body is triggered by a change in breathing because you don't normally breathe with something on your face. While the mask is completely safe, the change in breathing as you adjust to the wearing of the mask can lead to your mind thinking it is getting less air and less oxygen. If your body can start to breathe normally, even with the mask, then the perceived danger is removed. You're no longer focused on your breathing and you can go about your normal day. If you are unable to get control of your breathing and continue to activate a system that is telling you there is a danger, anxiety will begin to increase. Your mind comes on board and starts to convince you that you're unsafe and you need to get out of that situation. Simply worrying about something happening can cause it to happen. As your anxiety increases, your body continues to activate the fight, flight, freeze response, and you may start to hyperventilate because of this system being turned on. This can be misinterpreted as a mask being the cause of the hyperventilation and not your anxiety. This can activate a panic attack or high levels of anxiety and make the entire experience unpleasant. You might stop going out at all because wearing a mask produces so much anxiety in you. So if you want to get back to living your life and not let the mask requirement keep you home, there are some steps that you can take before you leave the house or if you start to feel anxious when you are wearing your mask. So here's 5 things to help you feel more comfortable wearing a mask. So number 1 is remind yourself it isn't dangerous. If you're wearing a mask that is breathable and not too thick, it's unlikely the mask will be preventing you from breathing. Remind yourself wearing a mask is not dangerous and you can still breathe despite the mask being up against your nose and mouth. Number 2 is remind yourself that you can take your mask off whenever you like. One reason wearing a mask can be difficult is because you might feel trapped when you have it on. Because it's a requirement when you go outside, What do you do if you start to feel overwhelmed? If you start to feel overwhelmed and focus on how you must keep the mask on, you're going to begin to feel even more overwhelmed, and this is going to increase your anxiety. You'll begin to worry about many things related to the mask and feel out of control. If this happens, remind yourself that you can take the mask off at any time. While the mask is there for your general safety, it doesn't mean you can't take it off if you need to. If you're out and start to feel overwhelmed, grab your mask and remind yourself it can come off anytime you need it to. If you're with a group of people, simply step away, go to the bathroom, take a breather, and come back. Repeat as needed. So number 3 is slow your breathing. If you find yourself starting to breathe faster, focus on slowing down your breathing. Take deep breaths in and out while focusing on something other than your increased breathing rate. The sooner you can slow down your breathing, the less your thoughts come in and start to create worst case scenarios. There are various techniques that you can use, such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and any other technique that allows you to focus on slow, deep breaths. So number 4 is practice in your house where you feel safer. If you feel uncomfortable wearing a mask when you go outside, you can practice at home before you get outside. If you're anxious outside of the house with a mask, it will increase the chances of the unhelpful worry coming on board and the development of a possible panic attack. It is best to practice at home where you'll feel safe and more in control. Start by wearing your mask when you're watching TV or doing some other activity where you're distracted. Try for 5 minutes and continue to increase the time you wear the mask. Wear your mask every day around the house, lengthening the time as you become more comfortable. You'll become more familiar with how it feels, and this will allow you to feel less anxiety when you go out of the house. And so number 5 is find a mask that works for you. There are many different mask styles, materials, and designs. Some go over the ear, some go around your head. Try out different masks and see what works best for you. You might even pick a fun pattern that people will compliment and keep your thoughts away from how the mask makes you feel, but instead on the compliments from others. So the new mask order doesn't mean you need to stay home because you feel anxious with a mask on. Try some of the techniques that I discussed in this video, and you'll soon be out in public wearing a mask and not even focused on it. So now for today's tip of the day. Connect with others. This might be difficult right now due to the expectations that you limit contact with others and unnecessary activities. However, find ways to connect with others even if at a distance. Try virtual meetings, phone calls, or meeting in person at a distance. Isolating from others can lead to loneliness, and this can have detrimental effects of your physical and emotional health. So if you enjoyed the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Have a good day.